Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Along This Spiritual Journey. So, this is a follow up part two to What is Crazy. And I wanted to add, because I said something about like what makes it undesirable. And what makes it undesirable is because it makes you stand out. I think for so long, we as a society have really trained ourselves to ostracize our own experience and being for the greater outlook or perspective or perception of the collective. Now, that sounds beautiful in theory, but the only thing is, which we've seen throughout history, if the collective is distorted or the vision has been blurred, then someone has to have sight and clarity. Someone has to wipe the gunk off and see that they're not going to believe me until I live this life or I figure this life out beforehand and then reintroduce it back, because that's how we as humans work. That's literally how we hunted and gathered and everything else. That's how we learn, like, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this, by trial and error. And so for us to mentally, emotionally not give ourselves the opportunity to work through that is a disservice, because unfortunately, again, I know that there's not a lot of people who have support, and there's things that are very heavy and they weigh down on us. And I know that there's people who have genuine chemical imbalances and all these other things. That I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are emotionally stunted because society itself has made you feel crazy for believing in your own dreams, for believing in your own conscious reality that goes on behind these eyes in your head daily by yourself. The shows you throw, the things you sing, the things you do, that is for you in spirit, but you also are able to share it if you are willing to be a vessel. One of the coolest entrepreneurs and people I follow that has inspired me truly. There's a lot of people who inspire me on my journey, but Gary Vee, hands down, because that man is authentic to his brand. He's authentic to his message. He's authentic to how he talks. He's authentic to how he does business and the things he believes in. Again, most people didn't believe in him. Still to this day, if you watch how he speaks, people think he's a little nuts, but he's nuts and passionate about knowing that you can have empathy and love in the corporate world and in business, and that you don't have to screw people over in order to make a buck. I think that's a beautiful message, and that would make me go crazy if the people around me are literally just obsessed with chopping the next person off at the knees and screwing over their whole department or whatever the case may be to make an extra dollar. This is not the life that we were built for. We were built for community and love. And so the more that we recognize that there's different ways of interpreting energy, the better we'll all get back to that place of learning that we're all a little crazy on the inside.